Hey guys, and welcome to game number 26 out of 100 of my Revenge of the Mack series against the AI-powered Scrabble bot, BestBot. We got a good comeback win in game 25 on Monday to improve to 14-1 on the series through the first quarter, so very good start. And it looks like we're going to be starting out well today, ABGILN blank. So several possible bingos here. This is a kind of rack where, you just don't want to spend too long. You just kind of want to make a decision and go with it. I guess I'll just play Blazing, right? Might as well make the blank a Z, because that's fairly difficult to play with. I am pretty confident Blazing does not take an S, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And all right, I draw pretty well here again. Belonged from the B looks like it's going to be pretty strong. There's also Eloined through the eyes. So barring some sort of crazy overlap, I will be bingoing again on my next turn, but we'll see what the bot decides to play. And the bot actually manages to block both of my bingos with a 10-point aura. Only 10 because that's not a real Z. Wow. Yeah, Orag and EORA are not words. That amazingly blocks both of my bingos. That is shocking. Okay, well, I guess I have to regroup a little bit now. I don't think I have a 9, right? Almost like a goldenrod or something. No, I'm just ogled for... It's only 21. It feels like it should be more, but again, this is not a real Z. Still pretty good defensively, which is good for me at a deficit. Yeah, Aura for 10 to me signals pretty good letters if it's only scoring 10. So this does leave the board pretty tight. I mean, this feels tough to beat. I don't think I see a double-double through the LO. That would probably be the only way to make a better play than this. I'm going to go ahead and play that. Yuck. Well, that is a lot of ease. Not really what I was hoping for. But, okay. Venue is certainly a word I'll be hoping to play. Okay, lauded for 27. Makes a lot of sense, opening the board. Venued is not a word. Vendu is, although this is horrible positionally with this E. So I think evened is going to be the call here, almost certainly. Yeah, EU is not great, but, I mean, for 22 points, this is certainly better than exchanging down to, like, EN or something. It's not that much worse. So, yeah, this feels like a pretty forced play. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to draw pretty badly, honestly. IIUWY, pretty toxic combo. I feel like I've had this rack before, like, a lot of times. Like, I feel like this rack just comes up a lot more than you would think. I don't know. I swear I've like opened with this rack and had to play Wiry keeping EIU. I feel like I've had this... Is this the rack that I had like twice in a row on my channel a year ago where I think in a long game and a blitz game, I had this rack and I was like, well, what do I do on an opening rack? Do I trade 5 or do I play Wiry keeping EIU? This might have been the rack, guys. I don't know. If someone remembers, let me know in the comments. I feel like I've had this rack like an ungodly number of times. And there's just like no words here. The problem is I have nowhere to actually play Wiry. By the way, Hose, weird play. Clearly has another S, I have to imagine. Can't even play through that V with something like Wyver now. Yeah, this might actually be an exchange. I mean, I'm not going to play Wig opening a T and S hook. That's just stupid at this score. Is Whinier worth it? No, I mean, that opens a T-hook, and EUY is pretty bad. I think I trade 5, keep ER, most likely. Wouldn't mind blocking the D, but, I mean, what am I going to do there? I'm not going to play Dewey, keeping IIUR. That's just gross. Yeah, there's just, like, no words with this rack. I got to exchange. This is just too ugly. All right, trade 5. Move on. All right. All right, that's better. I don't know if I'll be bingoing. It plays Chi. This board is just, like, dead. Yeah, Parented is the only 8 with a D. Nothing with a U. Wow. I mean, there's a line for 7s here, which I can't... I mean, I'm not going to try to block that. I guess I'd probably just play off PE and maybe try to beat BestBot to it. Don't love fishing with a lead. How do I play off P? I mean, other than I don't want to do this because it's got another S. I don't want to allow it to play with spin. Like if it bingos, I want it to at least bingo here and give me counterplay. So, like, yeah, like what do I actually do here? I mean, I'm up still. I'm not gonna like open, right? Do I drop an E? No. Right? No way. That looks stupid. I mean, there's 7 eyes. I could hit Dipteran. Problem is, there's also like A's and stuff I could draw. I mean, let's think about this. Or dropping a P. Like, which hits more? If I drop an E, so I miss with an A. Yeah, a lot of this misses. An E obviously misses. Yeah, G hits Trepang, Panther. I mean, there's a couple hits there. I hits Dipteran, Painter, and stuff. So that's like 10 hits so far. Planter, it's 11 hits. O hits like Pronate and stuff. So that's like 16 hits. Partners, 20. The S is obviously a hit, 23. 28 with Pattern. So it's like 20. It's not bad, actually. It hits like half of the unseen tiles. It's actually not horrible. I don't really want to do this, actually, because it gives back a big S hook. Yeah, because Pet takes an S and Ed doesn't. That's pretty weak positionally. I mean, 50% of hits is not that bad on this tight a board. And again, like, if not this, then what? I mean, maybe what I should actually do, now that I think of it, I just saw this as an option. This is better. Because that at least stops it. I really don't want the bot to bingo from the D either. As much as I'd like to, I don't want the bot to bingo there. Like, if the bot's going to bingo, I would so much rather it play next to this IN, because it's going to score, like, much less and give me huge counterplay. And this is still a fabulous leave, and this scores 8 more points. It probably doesn't bingo quite as much, but it still bingos plenty. This is a better play for sure. For 8 more points, better defense, this is definitely better. Okay, glad I saw that. Yeah, I think Hosen and NE looks right. I'm going to do that. Well, there you go. That's certainly a good enough draw to bingo with. Infer. Okay, the bot is just biding its time here. It's so interesting. And it blocked... I think it blocked all my bingos. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Blazings is not a word as far as I know. I wouldn't have played it if I thought it was a word. So... yeah, I mean, I guess I play Departee, right? Or do I do like this is insane. If I actually do this, I mean, this is just like such a game of chicken. It's unreal if I do that. Maybe I actually do. I mean, if the bot opens anything, I should bingo, unless I draw like a V. I can't believe it just did that. I mean, or do I play Departee and score 36? That's definitely the more traditional thing to do here. To score 36, go up 70, keep an S. If it doesn't bingo, then you parallel and block. This is such a stupidly hilarious play, though. I'm, like, tempted to do it. And then if it opens anything, like literally anything, I should bingo the vast majority of the time. It could also extend something here, but then it also gives me an 8. Like, this is so tempting, guys. I mean, I'm going up 43. It's almost impossible for it to score without opening. I actually think I'm going to do this. I know it seems insane, but, like, I think this is better than Departee. I'm going to do it. All right, I got another E. Well, maybe next turn now I'll play Deep... All right, I guess now I probably play Departee, right? I mean, this is the silliest game I've been a part of in a while. Okay, I guess it scored pretty well there, but I made it use its S at least. I mean, unless do I do this? Nah, because there's enough other good stuff. I don't want to allow it to bingo. Now I think I have to play Departee. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm only up 20. Like, I don't think I can do this forever. It is sorely tempting, don't get me wrong. But like there are still ways this board can be open. Like I said, tile drops here. I mean, you can play like next to this B. So it's not like the board is so dead. Yeah, I think I got to do this. All right. And like I said, even if the bot bingos, I mean, unless it's to this E, I'm still in decent shape. It's all right. Well, I guess I shouldn't. Wow, I had the blank and the S. Rough. Okay. Damn. I mean, I'm still not in terrible shape though, guys. Like I'm down 36 and I have the last S. Like this is not that bad. That was a very, very bad case scenario too. I think Departie was right. Like I don't think I can just bide my time forever there. At some point, the bot was, I don't know. I mean, maybe I should have, but that was a really weird position. All right, now I got to regroup here. Like I said, I'm only down 36. There's plenty of time. This is fine. Just drop this for 28. This is definitely better than Yo. Yeah, the W goes terribly with the M. The Y actually goes really well. So synergy-wise, this is way better. Yeah, I mean, I'm only down 8, and I have an M and a Y for scoring. This feels pretty good to me. Also, watch out, by the way, for outblazing as an extension. I just thought about that. That is a word, so something to keep in mind. I'm getting rid of my O. There's a bunch of U's and T's left. It's not the kind of thing that's worth, like, going for. It's 36, which feels like a lot on this board, but it's not, like, that exciting. Yeah, this feels right. I don't think I like Yao here. I don't mind playing the scoring game here. I don't think I have to try to force a bingo down like urgently. This is fine. I'm not down much after this. Okay. Not a bad draw. Sarai for 14. Okay, so I've cut the deficit now to 22. The key question for me is at what point can I try to utilize my S here and set it up? Like I'm talking like at some point I might want to keep plays like this in mind. Now this isn't going to work because FEME is good. And likewise here, Feta and Feet. But like, you know, if I can ever play like FEH or Fed or something, that could be an important tactic for me to keep in mind. This top left part of the board is just like, I mean, unless I make a huge effort to open it, it's going to be dead. I think I'm going to just do that. Take my 27. I mean, maybe. I'm a little nervous about the rest of my leave, though. IMTTS is getting a little constant heavy. It might be better to play Yam for 23. Well, the M could be nice, too, for scoring. There is this bingo line above the O. I have the S, which, like, I think it's in my best interest to keep that bingo line open. Probably holding the last S, although the E's are getting pretty low, too. This is in such a clunky and weird game, man. Wow. How am I doing on time? 8 minutes. That's not great. Not horrible, though. Yeah, Yam or A's. The M is not great here. 27 versus 24, I said, right? 23, so it's 4 more. Yeah, ISTT is certainly going to bingo more. It's going to leave me in consonant trouble a bit less. I might want to sack the 4 here. Although it's not like there's anything in this bag that's that exciting, really. I mean, like, I guess a bingo is the best thing I can go for. Yam also does take away some of the bot's options more effectively, like above AWE and stuff, or OWE that might be good to take out. Like I said, the biggest advantage of A's is the M could become a good scoring tile. But yeah, I really don't want to end up with one vowel on this board, so I think I am going to play Yam, but it's debatable. I need to make a decision, though, and this is going to be my decision. All right, I drew Titians. Okay, well, the bot does open the... Now we're going to end up getting a bit more of an open board. And this does happen sometimes in Scrabble, guys. You'll see like a really tight board early on, because oftentimes the players do kind of want to play a game of chicken. And it's always a disadvantage to be the first one to open, because then the other player always has first crack at it. So you often do see this game of chicken. But the board eventually does get open. And the bot is not down much. I'm only up 9. This is actually a pretty decent draw here. Unfortunately, Mankey doesn't play because MIT is not a word. All right, so what do I want to do? Up 9. The pool is kind of bad. I think I have to go here. This could also, knowing BestBot, be a Z setup. Like, I guess I can live with ZA, but I don't want it to play, like, I don't know, something here for 50. This also just feels like by far my best spot to go. Do I not have a 5 ending in a Y? Really? Like, Danky would be so nice to get down. I mean, I could also do that, setting up my A's. There are 2 A's left. It's not a terrible idea. Leaves a little clunky. I mean, I threaten Dank on my next turn. It's not bad if I can't find anything else. I mean, what can I even put here? So, Tanky... Tank? Nah, it's not great. There's just nothing. I mean, Dank is a little better. Maybe I do just play... Yeah, maybe I play Dank instead of Mighty. MTY has some synergy. Does give back a dit, though, for scoring plays here. And another big Z spot. Huh. Yeah, Dank isn't great either. And Mighty might be best. I feel like I need to save some time. This is going to be a very complicated closed board endgame. I really want more time than I have. So I actually think I might go back to Mighty and then try... I think it's just a little easier to play after Mighty and then trying to play with Dank or something. Could easily have an A and play there, but it's not like that risky a spot, really. I mean, if it has the Z, it's going to play ZA anyway. Yeah, I think Mighty. I want to save a vowel. I don't want to end up with, like, no vowels either. Yeah, it's so weird that I don't have anything going across that's good. I hope I'm not missing something. But I don't think I am. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play this. The O is a good draw for playing under the J. Thankfully, there's no X left anymore. I was lucky it didn't have Ox on my next turn. Yeah, I guess I should have considered whether Jello could have been an Ox setup, although I was going to bingo with Titians regardless. So Guac for 24. Okay, it does use my Amity hook. Koala. I don't love leaving DNT, but it's 27. That's a lot of points, guys, on this board. That's tempting. It's also tempting to just play here, though. Yeah, this is probably better. I mean, to keep a vowel and take out that spot. I mean, I don't want to allow plays like FOH, even just of. Like, those are the kind of plays on this board you do have to worry about a little bit. Outblazing is still there, though. It's interesting, you know, what if I try to hold OT? Is that insane? Like, Outblazing could definitely be a factor here. Huh. 4 minutes. Shoot. Yeah. I'm not that worried about Guaco. The O is a very good tile right now. This is just too weak, I think. I don't know. There are 2 U's left. I'm reasonably likely to hit Outblazing, and it could also hit it, which I wouldn't want. Gosh, I don't know. There's also a lot I don't want. I mean, VZ? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, Naked does not feel like a good play. It's just, it's just too clunky otherwise. Like, LAD is probably a good, other than Outblazing, like, LAD is a good leave. It handles the clunk I can draw pretty well. The A is really good with the Z, if I do draw that. I know it feels weird to say the Z, because there's already a Z in Blazing, but it's not a real Z. I mean, is there any merit to playing Lek? Just playing really short for 17? Going for the use? I mean, minimizing turnover in this pool might not actually be bad. Leaving 6 in the bag is probably better than leaving 4 in terms of trying to not be the one who empties. Maybe Lek. 6 fewer points. It does keep Outblazing alive. I think I actually like Lek here. I don't know, guys, but I gotta do something. I'm going to play Lek. Okay, FB not... Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I mean, you know, do I have to play Zona here? Gosh. I mean, I have to stop stuff like Azoth, right? I think I have to play Zona. I mean, unless like, yeah, and unless I can do like this, is that better? Unless I play here. I mean, BFDT, that could be really bad, actually. Like I could lose to oh boy, because if I draw one of the U's here, now I have Outblazing, which should probably outrun. Although the V, oh, this is so complicated, guys. I have no idea. I have no time to calculate this. Like Outblazing is a huge factor right now. Zone is a lot. BDFT though, God, that's bad. I'm going up 43 points. The V is also just a nightmare tile here. Like, yeah, banned. I mean, I think even if I hit Outblazing, I could lose to a Z play. I think I got to block the Z. It's probably not doing that unless it has a Z play. I mean, Fad here. Yeah, I got to do this. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, this is... What is going on here? Oh... Well, the O is a huge pull, so now at least it doesn't have Outblazing. This endgame is just an absolute hot mess. I think I'm gonna win, because but like, I'm not sure. I think I'm just up too many points. Like, how does it score? Oh wait, was it trying to set up ZD? No, it can't end a word in IV. I don't think there was anything it could have drawn there. I should have at least considered that, but no. Like, that's sort of what I was hoping, like, it wouldn't have Outblazing, or if it did, it would still have the V. I mean, this is just too complicated. Like, I don't even know if BestBot's gonna be able to solve it in 3 minutes. It might not be enough time for it. I have 47 seconds, so I got to be prepared. I mean, just fob here. I might get V stuck, but I think that's okay. Like, I can score with the H. I think I'm just gonna be up too many points, guys. I mean, unless, do I maybe play this? This is an idea. Setting up both and disposing of the V. I mean, that's an option. The question is BestBot going to try to slow play this, or is it going to try to threaten an out? Like, I could see it dropping a U with Li Ku, threatening Unitage, in which case I have to make sure I'm scoring enough and not getting caught with all kinds of garbage. So, okay, let me try to do some math. I have probably another... Oh, okay. No time to breathe. Wait, but then... Can't I just... Oh, so it's setting up Tunica and Ute. Okay. So, the 11, 19 points, 366. This is not enough, right? That would put me up 22. No, it's not enough. So I have to score, okay. I have to play here then. I have to score. Yeah, this is forced. Crud, I have no time. Okay, and I am going to win by 11. Wow, what a game. That's crazy. I have no idea if I played that correctly, but I mean, okay, I won't do the whole game in reverse analysis, but I just want to look at these last, like, turn or two. Because, like, I think I have to play Dot here. Or maybe Dobie is also playable. But, like, yeah, I can't play Voted here because there's no time. I have to I have to score. And I can't stop it from going out because it also has Ute and Ute. So, yeah, like, Bot here is, I don't know, that might still barely be enough. But, like, yeah, I think Dot looks good here because it's going to go out. And if you're wondering, like, why didn't the bot slow play? I'm V-stuck. Well, the problem is I have other tiles too, guys. So if it's slow plays, it's expensive because that means now I can play off, like, my H over here. I guess I could block that. But then I can still play Math or Fe. And that's expensive for the bot because that means I get 9 more points and I get rid of an H. That's 8 fewer it's getting. So that means, you know, if it slow plays, that's another 17 extra points it has to get from its sequence. And if it slow plays again, I get to get rid of my B. And that's another, like, 10 points of expense, right? So it's slow playing when your opponent has other tiles in addition to the tile that they're stuck with can be very expensive in that way, which is why whenever you're stuck, if you're the guy who's stuck, you always want to have other tiles with you so that it kind of forces your opponent to play faster. And that's why like the most complicated endgames in all of Scrabble are when one player is stuck with a tile and they have other tiles left. If they're like just stuck with a V or a Q and they have nothing else, it's actually pretty straightforward, all things considered, because they have to keep passing, and it's just like what's the best sequence you can find. But when they have other tiles they can use to either score or try to mess up your setups, it just becomes an absolute hot mess, which is sort of what happened here. And that's part of why BestBot in this position, I think, went with Unica instead of trying to like slow play with Liku or something. Because like I just have too many tiles I can score with. It's actually better for the bot to just go out in 2. And luckily I was able to score enough. And yeah, I mean, I think I have to play Zona here, right? I mean, like I don't know. I just didn't feel like I could allow Azine or Azoth or stuff like that. And I mean, I felt like I'm going up 43 points. I think Outblazing, if it doesn't have Outblazing, or if it has Outblazing and then still has the V to deal with, I probably win. So I think this is my best shot. But yeah, Outblazing, it definitely was a factor, even though it didn't actually come up in the game. It was definitely on my mind. But, alright, that's enough with the reverse analysis. Let's go back to the beginning, and then we'll get to plays like Lek and Zit that I definitely want to talk about. So yeah, Blazing looks fine. There's a bunch of options. The bot plays Aura for 10. Interesting. I feel like the bot is being more patient than I would be here. I mean, Abroad to me feels better. It keeps the board a lot more open. Because Aura, it's like there's just not a lot of lines for 7s. You're blocking a lot of your 8s. It feels, you know, unintuitive when you're down like this. Like I would want to keep the board more open, but okay. Launch here, yeah, I guess. I mean, this is probably a little worse defensively. You can start with like SA and stuff. I think Ogled is a better play. Blocks the N and the G too partially. Lauded makes a ton of sense opening. Evened is forced. Hose, yeah, I figured it had something like this with another S. That's got to be the right play. I didn't see Weenie, but there's no way I'm doing that and opening this part of the board for just 11 points, still keeping the crumbing RUY. No way am I playing Wig. Yeah, exchanging looks right here for sure. Bot plays Chi. Yeah, NE, I'm glad I saw that. This is definitely better than just dropping the E. Looks good. Infer for the bot makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I guess with Infer, it's funny, we actually had pretty similar racks. Like, there's just not... It's so interesting that it shows how patiently the bot is choosing to play when it's down, but it worked out well. Yeah, I saw a deep RT here. I guess I could have just gone ahead and played it. I ended up doing it next turn. I figured I would wait one more turn to see if the bot opened, but it didn't take my bait to its credit. It just played Opus. And now here I'm like, all right, I'm only up 20. I can't do this forever, right? I think I have to do this. And the bot managed to pull the blank and hit me with over-wise. So, yeah, I guess WO here is fine. No, I'm not playing Yao. That's crazy. This just gives back huge counterplay. Well, looks good. Oh, I would exchange here. No. That, really? That can't be right. I mean, like, what? You're not setting anything up. I mean, what? You can't play XI here. IR is not a word. No, this does not feel right, guys. I don't think so. I really don't like this play. Keeping a Jade and X in a completely dead board? I mean, what are you going to do? Play your X here for 30 and then give me counterplay for just as much? Like, I might, like, trade 7 here. Maybe keep an R, actually. There's no R's left. Yeah, I would probably trade 6. Or play Jilt. Yeah, maybe Jilt, because that doesn't give back anything, and at least it gets rid of one of your 2-eye pointers, and it scores 22. Okay, I can live with Jilt, and then, yeah, if you draw into, like, Cox or something, that's probably worth it, or even Rax, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if you want to put an R there. Yeah, I don't like keeping JLX at all. I think this is a terrible play. I don't know why BestBot chose to do it, but this was interesting. Oh, I didn't see Mick. That's interesting to keep another vowel, but I think Yam is fine blocking this line. I just really didn't want to get into too much constant trouble. I'm okay with Yam. So, yeah, and this is the problem. Now you've got just like all these high pointers and no good way to get rid of them. Jello, so going for the O for Ox, I mean, sure. Like, what else are you going to do? Jib is pretty bad. I can live with this. There's a ton of upside. I bingoed, and luckily for me, it drew like crap here. Wow. I mean, this is fascinating what BestBot had. And okay, this makes... I had a feeling it had the Z, guys. But, like, does that actually make sense to do this? Like, am I ever not going to play here? Like, ever? I guess the sim is thinking equity-wise. Sometimes I maybe play under the J. But, like, even if I don't necessarily think it's a Z setup, is my most logical play, if I really think about it, ever not in this spot? Like, half the tiles in the bag go before IT. I don't know. I mean, I guess GIIUZ isn't that good either. But, like, ugh. It's like, if I go there, what are you doing? Oh, I missed some plays here. Yeah, I forgot about Kayat. Okay, I looked at the K briefly. I think I saw K and dismissed it because I didn't want to give back another Z spot and keep 4 consonants. But yeah, Kayat is better, I think. It's, yeah, 10 more. DMN isn't that bad. That's a miss. Okay, yeah, I forgot about Kayat for sure. Okay, that's a little bit of an error on my part there. Mighty might be next best after Kayat, possibly. But yeah, definitely got to see that. That's a little sloppy. Okay, yeah, Guac here. I mean, jeez. Zag keeping CIUU. Okay, yeah, this was a key turn also where I played Lek. I saw not. Again, I like keeping the 2 U's for outblazing. Like, that's starting to become significant. I mean, that 36 points on this board, like, early on, who cares? But now that you're on a board where, you know, even 20-point plays are going to start to get hard to come by, 36 in this tight a game on this tight a board is significant. With 2 U's left with just 8 in the bag now, the chances of me drawing a U are not insignificant anymore either. So, you know, I think this is good. It also minimizes my exposure to, like, you know, the V and other tiles I don't want. I don't think not is worth it. I'm actually very happy with this decision. And then the bot playing Zit for 24. Wow. I need to think about this one for a second, guys. Is that really a smart thing to do? I mean, I guess its other plays are just so bad. It does hit outblazing a bit. I guess there's enough racks here where I don't have, like, I mean, Zune or Zona just happens so often, but it's possible, I guess, I don't have either of those. I just don't think the bot's ever really outrunning those, unless it freakishly draws into, like, detuning, which is almost certainly not going to happen. Yeah, Zit here now, that's just, I mean, then you're hoping I don't have either A. That's pretty slim. Yeah, I guess you're just not winning if you make a play like this. I don't think, even without blazing. I mean, maybe you are. You can't play like ZD anywhere else, huh? Or anything. Wow. Yeah, there's nowhere, so there's like nowhere to play the Z other than, I mean, like, unless you do this and go all in on trying to draw an O. I mean, I might have, I don't know, guys. I feel like I might have gone here and then just hoped, like, my opponent had a bunch of clunk and couldn't play it all off, and then hoped to just outrun with outblazing towards the end. Maybe. I mean, you're only down 13 after Zig. That's not that bad. Or maybe you keep the Z. You know, maybe you keep the Z and then try to draw into Za. Like, maybe you do play this. Is that insane? So you have dual threats now. You have outblazing with an O and Za with an A. And you could maybe hit one after the other, especially if I only play a couple tiles, which I probably will. I almost think this is what I would do. I know it looks crazy, but I mean... And after outblazing, that should help you play off the Z too up there. I don't know. I just feel like Zit is not going to work. Like, I'm very likely with this pool to have Zune or Zona. Or even Azoth. That's a little less likely. And you're not even guaranteed to, I mean, I guess if you draw the ends. I mean, I guess you're like hoping I don't have an N or something. I don't know. It's hard to calculate the odds here. Maybe this is a little more likely that I don't have either of those than, you know, you draw like an O or an A. But I don't know, brutal position to calculate. I get what it's doing here, like, but I might have gone with a tick. And yeah, I think like I think zone is the right call. I got to take out that spot and just ask BestBot, like, I know I have crap, but you have crap too, and how are you making up? Is your crap really 43 points better than mine? And the answer is just no, because it has only 1 point tiles and 2 U's. And I think I played this endgame right. So, wow, what a game. What a very bizarre kind of game of chicken early on that turned into actually a pretty dynamic game towards the end. Like I said, Scrabble can be like that sometimes. The only turn I was not happy with was Mighty. I should have seen Kai out there. I don't know why I whiffed that, but yeah, overall, pretty clean game, I would say. Happy with how I played the end there, clutched up a bit. Really interesting game. Definitely curious to hear you guys' thoughts on this one. I know it was another long video. Both of the games this week were pretty interesting. Glad I came away with 2 wins, especially after losing both 2 weeks ago and not playing so well. So good redemption. Like I said, next week I will be making a bunch of content on Nationals. This game, like Monday's game, was pre-recorded. I am still likely not home yet and not able to make new content on Nationals, but I will definitely be home, later this week and be making content for you guys next week about Nationals later in the week and over the weekend. So be on the lookout for that. More info on that content to come soon. And yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate your support, and I'll see you all soon for the next video. Bye-bye.